TJ3B is a robot kit. You can learn to build a robot and learn the programming language C while having lots of fun. TJ3B has a main board, a ball sensor, a line sensor, moving parts, and a program CD that contains C style. Assembly. You can build TJ3B with front-wheel drive or back-wheel drive. However, we will be showing how to make the robot with front-wheel drive. 2 gear motors are set symmetrically on the robot. Please insert the motors so that the red cable faces the robot circuit board. Then, insert the motors into the plastic motor holders and insert the M2.6 screw into the holes indicated in the animation. Secure them with washers and nuts. Next, take the motor attachment board. Attach screws and secure them with washers and nuts. Secure the motors on the board with screws and nuts so that the pink axis is pointing out. Now attach it to the back of the main board with washers and nuts. Plug in the cable connectors into the white sockets as shown. Be careful to attach the wheels so that the tire grooves look like they are pointing down when looked at from the front. Push the wheel into the tire, then push the shaft into the wheel and attach it to the pink shaft on the motors. How to make the ball caster. Put a screw through the hole of the ball caster connector and secure it with a nut. Put the silver ball, the spacer, and the connector between the 2 boards and secure it with the screw and nut. Align the ball caster as shown in the picture, and then secure it to the main board with the washer and nut. How to build the touch sensor. We will set up the screws that operate the touch sensors. Insert 4 screws from below and secure them with nuts. Then, on the inner screws, which are going to be our rotation axis, screw another nut. Now, insert 4 screws from the top and secure them with a nut. Then attach a second nut to the screws, which will be rotation axis. On the 2 touch sensor boards, insert small screws with washers and secure them with a nut. Next, put a screw through each spring, then add a spacer, then a nut to secure the spacer. Insert the other side of each spring into the small hole in the touch sensor board. Add a spacer on the rotation axis screw facing up. Insert the screw attached to the spring into the main board, then slide the right touch sensor in place and secure it with a nut. To secure the screw attached to the spring, add a washer and a nut to the screw. Do the same for the left touch sensor. When finished, test the movement of the sensors. Attach a screw, washer, and nut to each of the central touch sensor boards. Then put a screw through the spring. Add a spacer and secure it with a nut. Attach the spring to the small hole of the board. Add a spacer and a nut to the screw, which will be the rotation axis. Insert the screw attached to the spring into the main board from the lower side. Then insert the board onto the rotation axis screw and secure it with a nut. Secure the screw attached to the spring with a washer and nut as well. Do the same for the second central touch sensor. One finished. Test the movement of the sensors. Attaching the sensors. Insert 4 long screws into the ball sensor, then spacers, then nuts to secure them. Check for the ball sensor and the direction that it is pointing in. Put the plastic tube over the ball sensor, then attach the 2 boards that secure the ball sensor on the main board. Slide the long screws into the main board, add washers and spacers from the bottom, and secure them with nuts. Make sure the line sensor is facing down and the arrow pointing to the front. Then, secure it with washers and nuts. Finally, attach the nameplate on the main board. Congratulations, you're done! Function test. There is already a program inside the TJ3B right out of the box. Please insert 3 batteries, then switch on and check that the green LED is blinking. Then press the big start button. The robot will go forward, backwards, turn left, turn right, then pivot left and right. Now, let's check the sensors. The ball sensor will react to light from the front, and the green LED will light up. The line sensor will respond to light ground, and the first red LED will blink. The left touch sensor will activate the red 2, and the right touch sensor will activate the LED red 3. Both red 2 and red 3 will respond to the central touch sensors. Your robot is working correctly. Now it is your turn to program it. Enjoy!